There isn't much to say in this week's video blog. It has been a hellish week. This week has been the worst week of this year, quite possibly equal to some bad patches around this time last year. But I can't really think of many weeks in the last sort of 5 years that have been this bad. And the last 5 years have generally been very, they've been a slump, they really have. You know, the problem is that quite often I get depressed about the way in which people treat other people. There seems to be in this culture a great lack of respect and lack of caring towards other people. There are people in power and authority who think that some of us exist to bend to their every whim, to change our lives to their suiting, and they will go to quite devious extents to try and make that happen. It's sad, it is sad, because you know, it's not the way things should be. For me, you know, I can cope with people who are good. I can cope with people who are nasty, and in the same way we can all accommodate institutions that do us well, and institutions that we struggle with. What I can't really handle very well is institutions and people who pretend to be good and are not. To me, that's a form of betrayal. It's a form of deceit, and you know, I don't like it. My reaction is always that you do not reward bad behaviour. You know, I am known for remaining within the law, if that makes sense. I would never advocate revolution. I would never advocate protesting. I would never advocate, you know, doing things that are wrong. But I also put myself out for other people, and if they treat me badly, I withdraw my support, my extra support from them. And this week, you know, that's happened. That's happened across the board in several different areas of my life. It really does feel this week like my life has just sort of crumbled in about, you know, 3 or 4 different ways. And it's not going to be an easy process to put it back together again, I'm afraid. The damage is done. You know, when I get upset, when I get angry, it's not something that dissipates quickly at all. I can hold a grudge for a very long time, and I very rarely reverse course once I've taken a decision and a stand on things. You know, there is another thing that I have to remember, and that is that we all have a choice as to how we respond to things, and whilst we cannot help what circumstances we find ourselves in, we can decide how we respond. And I am not going to let these problems, these issues, that if you know me well, you'll know what I'm talking about, you'll know what I mean. If you don't know me well, then fair enough. All you need to know is that life is a struggle, at the moment on several different levels, a real struggle. And I'm not going to let my plans be derailed because of this sort of thing, which I have done in the past to my detriment. The other thing is that nobody likes a miserable shit, do they really? And so now, having sort of basically said this to you, I'm going to carry on life as usual. But I did feel the need to say this week has been shit. I feel like I've been through a war. I really do. But hopefully, over the next couple of weeks, things will improve. And even if they don't, you're not going to get anything done by complaining or being miserable. So, best just crack on. Not many birthdays for this week. I have got Charlie Holgate, Bristol Morunde, Nick Watkinson, Sean Stanton and Diane Slap. So happy birthday to all of those. Many happy returns. I hope they have a great day and eat lots of cake.